Well, that's my surprise. How is everyone this evening? It's a strange doing a stream on Thursday, to be honest, but needs must. And no, I'm looking forward to it. So I've got a full house today, actually. So yeah, that's brilliant. I'm going to go in order with that. So the first person I've got is Mark.
Oh, hello. Thank you for having me on, Horlicks. Yeah, I'm looking forward to tonight's build. Routmaster Rewind again.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. And then we've got the fabulous Dave Say, or Dave.
Hello.
Dave Hobbies.
Hello, yeah, Dave's Hobbies now, yeah. So, good evening, everybody. Thanks for inviting me tonight, Horlicks, and it's going to be a fabulous build. So, you wait and see.
Thank you very much. And then we've got Penny's Pit Stop.
Hello. I love the way that you have a countdown timer that goes all the way down to 0, and then you go, "Oh, wasn't expecting that." Brilliant.
I forgot how to
use
it.
Surprise, yes, because it goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. I wonder what happens next.
Yeah, I thought I had to turn it off.
Yeah. Yeah. So obviously, thank you for inviting me. Obviously, when I had the chance, I jumped at it because I'm really out of touch with the route. It's been so long, and there's obviously last night well, it could have gone a bit smoother, but if I'd have been really I can't think of the word, not mojo, but you know when you kind of get in the swing of things, and I think I lost that. So I'm here to observe and try and get back going again. So any homework that I can possibly get done, I'm here.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. So we've got next over with Adrian.
Good evening. Yeah, hopefully get on a couple of issues.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Lovely. And then, last of all, but not least, we've got Geordie Dave. And he's actually the first time on one of my streams. So thank you. Welcome.
Thank you for having us on, Horlicks. I hope everybody will enjoy this build tonight, and I think it's really going to be good. Back to you, Horlicks.
Yeah, lovely. Let's see what's. Oh, yeah, we all are. Yeah, so there's loads of us, isn't there?
I just thought we're missing Steve-O, and then all the dream team is back under one roof.
That's right, yeah. We're missing Steve-O.
Let's be fair, Mark. All of us and all of the viewers, they're all the dream team as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
We are one big, massive team. And if we had everybody on the show who was important, all of our boxes would be this big.
Yeah, they would.
Yeah, one big happy family, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, Steve was unfortunately he's working. Otherwise, I think he would have come on as well. So
yeah, I think he would have done. Yeah. Yeah.
But I think he's going to join us later for the chat.
That'd be
jolly good.
So yeah, right. I suppose we better think about going through some of the chat. Who's doing the chat today for me?
I believe I got yeah, everyone pointed at Penny.
Yeah, everyone pointed at Penny.
Okay, so gold star for the first comment of the day goes to Love Minis, who says hi all.
Hi, Love Minis.
Silver star goes to Horlicks. Hi, Love Minis. Thank you so much for joining.
Hello, Horlicks.
Bronze star goes to Dave's Hobbies. Hello, hope you're all doing okay and keeping safe. Thumbs up, smiley face.
Hello.
So this is why we miss Love Minis. My wife is really mad at the fact I have no sense of direction, so I packed up my stuff and write. And Horlicks, once I knew you were on, of course I'm here.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah. So, and we've got Dano's builds. Hello all, with a lovely.
Hi, Dano.
And our technical director, part 2, or our not technical director. What do you call it? Someone who you know, that person in the theatre who gives you stage directions, and when you forget the script. So we've got P40F20. Hi all.
Hi P40F20.
Love Minis, why don't eggs tell jokes? They'd crack each other up. Yeah, you go far, really. They are as bad as they've ever been, really, aren't they?
Yeah.
What do you call someone with no body and no nose? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. No.
And we've got sound. Has that been sorted out now, love me, as far as you're aware? Yorkshire Crafter, hello everyone.
Hello,
Hi,
Julie.
The lovely, wonderful, beautifuls, Christine say. Hi everyone, hope you're all staying safe.
Hello, darling.
And P40F20, need Fleetwood J too. We do, it's been
Yeah.
far too long without Fleetwood J, isn't it?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. He's not very well at the moment, so
No.
sending him well wishes.
I mean, much as I'd love to see him on every single show. Obviously, I'd rather he was at home getting himself better.
Yeah.
Maybe pop the telly on and watch the stream.
Yeah.
But, we don't have to have him on if he's not well enough. So
I loved it last night. Honestly, I had my phone, I cast it to the TV, I was sat in my recliner sofa, sat back, munching away, watching you two. It was brilliant.
I really did enjoy it. But what I found, I'm going to have to move this camera, because you guys have put the image right over my shoulders, so I'm just moving it. Listen, when I used to do it before, anytime there was a problem, I had that flow and I could be like, yeah, okay, blah, 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 whatever. Yesterday, it was like the direction got changed and it was just like, I don't know what to do. Because I hadn't touched this bus for 9 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
And it's because I was doing it every week. I could go into the magazine blind, and
Yeah.
then I can't remember what the wires are. I can't remember. I was saying about the end cable, and is that the extension we were supposed to be getting? No, we got that one weeks and weeks earlier.
Yeah, we did.
I completely lost the flow.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to watch some of your lives back, Penny.
Probably. I mean, that was our third stream of any description with me and Horlicks. So obviously we've got that chemistry going again, which is fantastic. But it didn't take us long to get that back, did it, Horlicks?
No, I don't think so.
2 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes before we got our chemistry back. But this was the great thing. We could always rely on the banter as well, couldn't we? If we're stuck, I'll just take the mickey out of Horlicks. That'll keep the stream going. But yeah, it was extremely difficult. I mean, it was a difficult issue anyway. Or it wasn't so much difficult; it was long. And
I'll give you some feedback, Penny.
we always welcome feedback.
Positive feedback.
Give up YouTube.
No, the way you did your live build last night was absolutely superb because the way you explained things was amazing.
Thank you.
I felt like I was building this bus along with you, and that's what a live should be.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we aim for. Some people watch the shows just for the banter. Some people are actually stuck on that issue and they might actually be watching it to learn how to do it. Because that's what I do. If I'm stuck on an issue, I'll have a look at Mark's Mods, Horlicks, anyone who's building that. I will look at it. Oh, that's how they did it. And doing it wrong is just as good as doing it right. Because if you get it wrong, you then figure out how to do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I know I'm happy with that. Thank you. That's exactly what I aim for. I mean, if you don't come for the build, come for the chat and the banter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I suppose we better get on with the building because we've got a few things to do tonight.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to shut the camera off for me so I can finish the sandwich. No, I was a little bit rushed before, and I've got a boring old whatever it is, one of these Rustler's chicken burgers, but I put some cheese and some lettuce in, and it's one of the most wonderful chicken sandwiches I've ever had.
Yeah,
And
no, good.
it's cold, so hurry up and build so I can finish eating.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, is that a purple towel you've got there?
It is.
Oh, how fetching.
Okay, I need to just get the camera software. I always forget to load up the camera software in case I need to.
All right. You sort your camera out, Horlicks, and then we'll go. We'll do a bit of technical stuff. So it'll be me that's doing the first issue tonight, which is issue 93 of Build the Classic Routemaster for Horlicks, and we'll have Max Mods on after me, and so we'll be taking it in turn like that. And we've got Adrian in the background changing cameras and obviously looking at all the other bits and pieces in the background, and then we've got Geordie Dave as our special guest tonight. And then we'll have Penny's pit stop. She'll be reading out all the chat as we go along.
Are you still setting yourself up? I've got a couple of bits of chat I'd like to just call out. But obviously, if you're ready to build.
No, go on. Yeah, carry on.
Okay. So we've got Dano's build like the Penny like the Iron Man t-shirt. Thank you very much. Now, please forgive me. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name. But someone's just said, I'm after David Buckingham base. I was wondering if anyone knows of one spare. From what I understand, he's not able to make them at the moment because of the weather. It's not favourable weather for getting in your shed and cutting bits of wood and stuff.
Yeah.
I think he might still be taking orders,
Yes.
but they will be fulfilled at a very slow rate until spring, summer.
Yeah.
When he can then get on with production again, I think.
Yeah. Can I just elaborate on that a little bit, Penny?
Yeah.
I've personally had words with David Buckingham, and he did say that he does most of his work outside.
Yeah.
And that's because of the dust and the fumes of working with wood and glue and whatever. And so he does most of his work outside. So it's obviously down to the weather. And if the weather's a bit rough and ready, then he doesn't want to be working outside in the wet and the rain and the wind and everything. And he is, shall we say, a gentleman of many years. So
I was wondering how to phrase it, but I was going to say he's not 21 anymore.
No, he's not 21 anymore, but he's not an old fella, but he does do a bit now and again. Yeah. But he will get round. If you have asked him for a base and you have definitely got an okay from him, then he will definitely do you one. That's what I can say. And I know that from personal experience, because I've certainly had a few bases off him myself, and because all ours are on David's bases. So, and if he did say that he will do you one, he will do you one. But please be patient with him. So, and he might even come on chat later on, so we can ask him as well. Yeah. Okay, sorry about that, Penny.
It's all right. You explained it 20 times better than I could have done.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, all right. 19 then.
Right. So when Horlicks is ready, we'll go for a parts check.
Okay, let's go.
And we're building the framework and windows for the upper deck. This is issue 93. We start to assemble and fit the framework and windows for the right-hand side of the upper deck. So, key to the parts are 93A, the right wall framework.
Okay, and that is this nice piece here.
Lovely.
And again, yeah, this is metal, like all the framework.
Yeah.
In a nice shade of red.
Beautiful. Okay, so then we've got 93B, the right wall framework again.
Sorry, I'm just adjusting.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah, and that's that piece there.
And a lovely shade of red it is too. And metal.
Oh, yeah.
So, and then we've got 93D window winder times 2.
And there, look here.
Yeah, jolly good.
And we'll get a closer look at them later on.
Beauty. Right, so 93E window frame times 2. Window frame times 2.
There's one.
Yes.
And
Yep.
there's 2. And yeah, these are made of the plastic.
Plastic. Yeah. Jolly good. So then we've got 93F sliding window pane times 2.
1.
1, 2. Yeah, very good. 93G window pane times 2. Okay.
Right.
Window panes times 2. There's 1, and there's 2. Yeah, sort of oblong, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we've got 93H window pane. It's a pane to be in the window pane.
And this has got like a nice shape to it. It's not quite square or rectangle. It's got this.
Aha. Right. So I reckon we'll have a clue as to where that goes then, won't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So then we're on to screws, Horlicks.
Okay.
You might want to get your screw box ready.
Mm-hmm.
And as always, you're very well prepared. So we've got OP screws times 10.
Okay. If I can get them out of the bag. Okay. So OP. 5, 6, and 10. Yep.
Jolly good. Notice you use the penny method of counting there.
Yeah.
What's that? That'll do.
Yeah. So
No,
then we've got
it is
D.
actually 10. Yeah.
Then we've got DP screws times 5.
3, 5. Yep.
Jolly good. And then we have EM screws times 5.
Mm-hmm. It's weird. Some of these stickers come off really nicely.
And some don't they?
Some are really stuck. Yeah. EM 3, 5.
They always tend to stick when you need the sticker for you, because it's a new screw.
Yeah.
Put it on a pot.
Yes.
And then we've got FM screws times 3.
And 3 we have.
So because we don't just like to teach you to build and give you fantastic banter, we do like to be educational as well. Your window pane 93H, that is, depending on whether you come from the US or the UK, a trapezium or a trapezoid.
Okay.
It is a square with 2 sides parallel, but it's not an absolute square.
Right.
There you go. Word of the day: trapezium.
Trapezium or trapezoid. Trapezium is a UK word. Trapezoid is a US word.
Right.
So a day without learning is a day wasted.
What's that? Sorry, Dave?
A day without learning is a day wasted.
Exactly. I've always said at work, the day I know everything about my job is the day I might as well give up work and retire.
Right. You ready for step 1 then, Horlicks?
Okay, yeah, let's get into this.
Okay,
Go
let's get it.
on.
Yeah. Step 1 is hit the window pane 93H to the inside of the right wall framework 93A. Fix in place with 4 EM screws.
4 EM screws. Okay, so
Yeah.
so we're looking at this on this top left here, and I can tell by the shape this is only going to go in obviously one way.
You can tell that it's a trapezium.
Trapezium, yeah, and that is going to fit nicely there. All the screw holes line up, so I'm happy with that.
Jolly good. So 4 EM screws.
And 4 EM screws going in.
Nice and gentle, Horlicks, because we don't want any cracked windows or anything, do we?
No.
Oh,
And I'm just.
Now, you're very good with the keyboard as well, aren't you, Horlicks, with your toes?
you know what? I kind of forgot something a little bit technical there, and I just responded to P40F20's message, and I kind of forgot something.
And there was I thinking Horlicks was doing it with his toes.
Yeah, no, it was me. Did you not hear me go, oh?
Yeah,
That was when it happened.
I did.
So then I'm desperately, frantically going onto the YouTube channel to try and delete it. Well, of course, I'm only a moderator on Horlicks' channel, and he's the owner, so I can't delete his comments, can I?
I could time you out for a bit.
All I can do with you is report you or block you. I thought if I delete the message and then rewrite it on my account, it would fix things.
No, never mind. It's all right.
Okay. Right, that is in.
Jolly good.
Nice.
So step 2 then, and you won't need that bit now for a little while. So step 2 is put away the mouldings that were used in manufacture from the sliding window panes 93F and the window frames 93E. Smooth any rough edges. And then in the red circle there it says try to avoid getting marks on the windows when you fit them.
Okay. So, got my side cutters that I forgot I had out because these are really good.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's pinged off across the room.
I actually found one of them in our Hoover pipe the other day.
What?
Oh.
Cutters?
One of them. No. No, one of them things that's pinged off.
All right. Spooflings, as I call them.
Yes. So do you want to bring up the chat a little bit, Annie?
Yeah. So at P40F20 said trapezoid.
Yeah.
And then I, heavily disguised as Horlicks, said trapezium. You say tomato, I say tomato, potato. You get a good tune out of us.
Yeah.
And then Love Minis says, don't read the above message. Okay, I'm retracted. And then we have Andrew Jones. Hello to you all.
Hello, Andrew.
I'm disguised
Hello,
as
Andrew.
Horlicks, and Andrew Jones is disguised as Pam Bailey.
Yeah, jolly good. It's nice to have you on board, Andrew.
Yeah. Andrew
Really
Jones
well.
would come on to the Zoom chats, and he knows
Yeah,
an awful lot of stuff about an awful lot of stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm just, I was just sanding down the where the sprue was,
Yeah.
and I'm happy with them. So
Jolly good. Okay, so step 3 then. Step 3 is fit the sliding window panes 93F into the window frame 93E so that the ridges of the ends of part 93F fit into the grooves in the frames 93E.
okey-doke.
So I'm looking for the silver part to be upwards.
So yeah, we can see here there's like a, as all the other windows, we've done all these before, there's like a channel in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that perfectly. Channel. And then we can see the silver bit at the top.
Silver bit at the top, and then there's a like a gutter that this goes in on the
Yes. Yeah. So fit one of them in there.
Because it's a lottery how it fits. Some of them are loose, some of them are quite stiff, but this one's going to be in the middle, I think.
Right.
So yeah, I'm happy with that.
So okay, so step 4 then. Step 4 is fit the window frame 93E with the sliding window pane 93F on the outside of the right wall framework 93A. Fix in place from the inside of the framework with 2 DP screws.
Okay. So that's this here. We're going to go next to the window we installed in step 1. I'm just going to test fit this again because I had a few issues with the other ones not fitting, and I'm really happy with that fit. So that is going to be fine.
Brilliant.
Okay. And then 2 DP screws in the top holes.
In the top holes, yeah.
So I'm just using Dave. That screwdriver is not the best. I'm just using Dave's trick. I'm just sticking my finger on the back of it because that way you can feel if it's going to come through.
Yes, you can. Yeah, it's a really good tip. I just squeeze it with my finger and thumb, and you can feel the screw coming through the frame, and you know exactly then when to stop, so you don't go too far with the screw.
Okay, and I'm happy with that.
Okay, so we'll move along to step 5, and we're motoring along. So step 5 is fit the window pane 93G into the inside of the right wall framework 93A, fix in place with 4 OP screws, which are fixed through into the frame 93E.
Okay. And I've not actually had any problems yet with these OPs.
No, I
they've
haven't.
been okay, just with a little bit of care.
Okay, do you want to bring that bit of chat then, Penny?
Yeah. So, Dave, the Andrew Jones says, Dave, your yellow peril was mentioned in MBF Yorkshire meetings on Saturday, and photos were shown. John May says he has them on his computer. He says if you contact him, he will let you have them.
Oh, lovely, lovely. Yes. On my stream, you might have remembered that I actually showed a yellow double deck home drove coach owned by East Yorkshire, and I've got a model of one. And yeah, I wasn't there on Saturday at the MBF meetings. That's the Model Bus Federation Zoom meetings.
Yeah.
I've been struggling to get to a Saturday meeting for a while. I will get there one day, Andrew, without a shadow of a doubt. So, but yeah, thanks for that, Andrew. I'll get back in touch with him.
So remind us what MBF means.
It's the Model Bus Federation.
Okay, just for those of us not quite as knowledgeable. Now we have a problem. Chris Campling says hi, everyone. And you know,
Hello,
Chris
Chris
Campling's
Campling.
a bit of a joker. And when we've got Love Minis and Chris Campling on together, we know the jokes are going to get absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
So we look forward to that one. So Pamba or Andrew says the photos included some interior. Is that preserved yellow peril bus, which is
Yeah,
being
be the preserved
restored?
one.
It will be a big job, as when you get the photos, you see it's a bit of a state. And then he said, sorry for the mistakes. You don't need to tell us we're dyslexic. We're non-judgmental here, and you know.
No, we're all right about that, Andrew. No, we understand. Yeah, that bus is being presently restored just outside of Hull, by in actual fact. And I have had a personal invitation to go and view it. And I will be viewing it shortly, hopefully before Christmas. Yeah, I have quite a personal affection for that bus, and yeah, I'll be viewing it and taking my own photos. So yeah,
Just don't get upset when you get reunited with it, Dave.
yeah. Well, it's
Don't
me
sit there and cry.
Me and that bus have been around for more than 50 years. So, step 6 then, Horlicks.
Yes.
Step 6 is fit the second sliding window pane 93F into the second window frame 93E, so that the ridges on the window fit into the grooves in the frame.
Okay, so I think we're pretty au fait with that procedure now. So that's going to go in there like so.
Yep. And that's done, isn't it? So step 7. Step 7 is fit the second window frame 93E with sliding window pane 93F on the outside of the right wall framework 93B. Fix in place with 2 DP screws.
Okie doke. So from the front, it's going to be the right hand side. And
How does it fit, Horlicks?
awful.
Right. Will there be a bit of shaving to come off there then, do you think?
Yeah, I think I might have to do a little bit of filing for this one.
Okay.
I'll try it one more time. It's definitely the right side. So this side, yeah. Let me remove that window just for the moment. Yeah, it doesn't want to. It's bowing all over the place, so that's not a good fit for that. So I'm going to have to give it a little bit of sanding down the edges, like we did a couple of issues ago.
Okay. Do you want to bring up a bit of chat, Penny?
Yeah. Sorry, I've got the wrong bit. So I just attended the MBF Northeast meeting.
Yeah.
And it's down to the bare bones at the moment. Oh, that sounds really sad.
Yeah, that bus that Andrew's on about, yeah, is stripping it right down to the bare bones, right down to the chassis, right down to the woodwork, to replace all the rotten woodwork and everything. Is there any more chat, Penny?
Yes. As for the Hogwarts Express, Gauge 1 is the largest model railway scale. Anything above is model engineering. Oh, that's interesting. Because
Yeah.
I was reading that, I was thinking, well, if Gauge 1 would is the largest, then we can always make it bigger, can't we? But obviously anything bigger than 1 being called model engineering, I suppose over Gauge 1, you wouldn't expect just a replica kit, would you? You would expect it to do more stuff.
Yeah.
You know, is that sort of so? You know, it's like when you get big models, when you say to someone, "Oh, I've got this model," and when it's big, they go, the first thing they're always going to say is, "Oh, that's great. What's it do?"
Okay. I think I'm happy with that. Just gonna go a tiny bit more.
Oh, love minis. Why can't a nose be 12 inches long? Because then it would be a foot.
Any joy, Horlicks?
Yes, I think I'm happy with that. It pushes in.
Yeah.
It doesn't bow, but it does stay in.
Jolly good. Right, so you need to just pop your sliding window back in. And then fit it the right way around and pop it in with a couple of DP screws at the top. Excellent.
Okay, it's not quite lined up. I just need to shove it over. So it's quite difficult to line this up, isn't it? Because
yeah,
it's not really got its own set place.
No, and that's simply because there is another window next to it, isn't there?
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm happy with the position of that now, so I can now go in and two
couple
DP.
of DP screws. Yeah. In the top. And using your finger behind, of course, to just feel where the screws coming through.
Yeah.
I call them diamond painting screws.
There we go.
DP. Okay, jolly good. So, step 8 then, Horlicks. And step 8 is fit window pane 93G into the inside of the right wall framework 93B. Fits in place with 4 OP screws, which go through into the window frame 93E.
Okay. That's it.
Okay. So do you want to put up that, Penny?
Yeah. So if Horlicks is going to build this Hogwarts Express, I suggest you join Gauge 1 Association, who are very helpful, like the O Gauge Guild. If you like big books, join that O Gauge Guild. You after about a week after joining, you'll just get bang when the postman delivers their welcome package. And then most people who do gauge 1 are quite well off, as it's quite an expensive scale. I imagine it is.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think with most things you have like ordinary gauge, don't you? Ordinary scale. Then you have a big boy scale, and then you have oh my god, I am really good at this scale. It's like I build model buses. Dave does big full size ones and stationary engines and most of the steam engines in Gauge 1 are live steam, either fired by mess or coal fired, and have 3 boilers inspected, like the really steam engines, and most grade A8s are garden railways.
Yeah.
That's why it's expensive, because you couldn't run a railway around my garden.
No.
So you'd get to the end of the station platform, and then you'd be in next door neighbour's garden.
Right, is that stage done, Horlicks?
Yeah.
Wow. Sorry, what was that, Dave?
I could run me allotment, but I don't think I could afford one.
No. Right, so the next stage then, Horlicks, is stage 9. And it's take the 2 sections of wall framework, 93B and 93A, and check how they fit together so that the screw holes are aligned. Fit together with 2 FM screws. Take care to support the assembly when handling.
Okay. One of my favourite parts of a build.
Yeah.
Bringing it all together.
So I've noticed I've got a bit of paint blocking this hole, so I'm just going to put some tweezers in there and get rid of that. Yeah, lovely fit. And that just shows that I managed to get this window just in the right position.
Yeah.
Because it's a nice fit there.
Really good.
So FM.
FM screws, yeah. Do you want to use a drop of oil or?
Sorry.
Do you want to use a drop of oil?
Do you know what? I completely forgot about the whole oil scenario thing. We said about oil, didn't we, Penny? And
We did.
We stopped using it.
And yet the other day, I can't remember who it was. I think it might be one of the Chris's. I was suggesting using oil.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. Because I remember last time it was quite difficult to get them in.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to, this is just normal 3-in-1 oil.
Yeah, I put mine in a little mini bottle.
And then I'm just going to dip it in to the screw. And let's just cross our fingers.
Them little baking bottles are brilliant for putting oil and stuff in.
Right, so I've got one started. So I'm just going to get the other one in.
That's exactly how I do it, Alex. I dip the threads into the oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gone in much nicer than the last one.
Yeah.
And solid. There's no
Yeah.
Solid rock.
Solid as a rock, yeah. Okay. So that's about it for that. But we've got some more to do.
Hooray!
Okay.
Hooray. So step 10 step 10 is they fit the two window winders 93D into the sockets in the window bars 93C. These are push fit connections. I think you glued your last ones, didn't you?
Yeah, I glued all of them because they all seem to be a bit too small for the hole. So we'll have a look. We'll see what this week's like. But I shall probably be gluing them in anyway. Okay, so we've got a little winders. So yeah, I remember like last time you've got these tabs away from you and the hole on the top left.
Yeah.
And then the little window winder will be facing downwards. If you go by the magazine, I know Penny did hers at various different angles.
Yeah.
Give it a bit of
Character, yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, again, this one's loose. I wouldn't want to trust that without a dab of glue. So that is exactly what we're going to do. As normal, you reuse a part tray. I'm going to put a bit of glue in here. And then use a cocktail stick just to gently put the tiniest bit on the end. Trying not to touch it, and I've sort of held that wrong. There we go. Just check the orientation of that and then pop that through. Give it a little push.
Yeah.
And that's in nicely. And what I'm going to do is just put a bit of glue on the back as well.
Yeah.
Just where that hole is.
Yeah.
You can see
I see it.
In.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to put...
You're just going to belt and braces it, aren't you?
Just a little bit on there. There we go.
Yeah. Excellent. So the other one's to do the same.
So again, we're going to try this fit. Yeah, really loose. I'll get that out. So again, I'm going to put the tiniest bit of glue on the peg. Push that home. And then put a little drop on the back, just to be sure.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay, brilliant. 2 window winder bars.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Horlicks, step 11, you're going to need the top deck of your bus because you're going to fit the window winder bars 93C across the second and third window openings on the right side wall 85A. These are push fit connections, and I do believe you glued your last ones on just as I did.
Yes. And I think
While you're doing that, I'm going to ask Penny to read the chat again.
Penny's not here, but where what's up to, do you know, and I'll pick it up.
I think it was 841. Most of the steam engines in gauge 1 are live steam. Was the last bit of the chat. And the next bit is Pam Bailey at the big London exhibitions.
Pam Bailey at the big London exhibition at central London. They used to buy the layouts over 2 days.
Wow.
The Hogwarts Express local in films which called Hogwarts Castle is back to GWR. Whole locomotive coaches will be Mark 1s.
Right. I think you missed a chat there from P40F20. Go back one.
P40F20. Put just the screws in with the oil to get the hole tapped. Remove the screw and clean off the oil. Then put the windows on.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
Right. Penelope, good stop. My friend called the other night and asked if I wanted to go for 2 to 3 beers. I said certainly. I'm not being picky, but there's no hyphen in 2 3.
Oh.
Okay, so I've just test fitted these. These go on absolutely fine. Obviously, they're very loose, so I'm just going to put some glue on there. And I'm not too concerned. I know we've obviously got to put these seat bars in, but I think I can get away with that with
Yeah.
with a pair of tweezers.
Yeah.
Patience.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to put a bit around each of the pegs and either side.
Do you want to carry on with the chat?
Yeah, you can do.
Palm Bailey, a lot of gorge people will buy the part work to paint them in GWR livery or Bjork and coaches in blood and custard, maroon or chocolate and cream.
Yeah, I remember them colours.
Yes, there are. Love Minis, Penny Pit Stop, Funny.
Yeah.
Love Minis, Dad, can you put the cat out? I didn't know it was on fire. Palm Bailey Gate. I am going to restart my bus from 96 after sticking the figures in with small bits of double-sided sellotape. Leave the side bits to 103.
Yes, that's good thinking, Andrew. If you're going to be following Penny and Horlicks here, I think they're going to be doing exactly the same as well. So
I would have glued them in, not sellotape, mind you.
no, well, I've super glued mine, and simply because our buses will be going mobile. So
Palm Bailey, I put the light unit onto the roof of the top deck as soon as they arrived.
okay.
Palm Bailey again. The reason you don't put the roof on 96 is that you have to put the free of the red frames on first.
Yeah.
Palm Bailey, that should have been built a layout in 2 days. The track bases and the layout is fitted out.
Yeah.
That was doing the large layout.
Right.
That's shot
Okay.
up there. Thingy.
Up to date. Okay, thanks, Jordy Dave. So, Horlicks, if you've done that with the window and the bars, you have got the finished views.
Yes. They're in. That's glued. I'm happy with them.
Yeah, and you've got the side that you've just done, or part of the side you've just done.
Yeah, and that is here.
Yeah, jolly good. And that is at the end of this build of issue 93. So it's over to issue 94, and then I think it's over to Max Mods for issue 95.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lovely. So I'm just going to move this back into a safe place for now. So yeah, on to issue 94. This is more of a show and tell.
Oh,
Not a build.
have a little break before you do this, Horlicks, because you might need all the rest you can get.
Yeah. So, issue 94 is the Beatnik Man. And here he is.
Capaldi, as I call him.
Okay, and the Beatnik Man is the last of the passengers for your Routmaster model. You can team him up with the Beatnik Girl supplied with issue 83. So that's quite good. No, I haven't actually got that with me, so I can't do a comparison. But the Beatnik Man is dressed in typical black jeans, black turtleneck jumper, and charcoal sports jacket. He is designed to sit next to the Beatnik Girl above. But if you prefer, they can sit on opposite sides of the bus, gazing out of the windows. But no, I think that looks good. I'd probably do that, to be honest. But they're sort of made for the fit, aren't they? So yeah, that is issue 94. So this will go aside. And what I shall probably do is these may go on the back of the bus, like back then when you used to go to the cinema and you used to sit on the back seat snogging.
I
Wow.
was thinking I didn't know if that'd be too rude on your channel. Say, are they having a snog on the back? But
No. So yeah, that is 94. So this will go away in a safe place, and we'll be using this very soon. When we come to the top there. So that being done, we are now on to 95.
Okay. So issue 95 is the framework and windows for the upper deck. And it says, here we continue to assemble and fit the framework and windows for the right-hand side of the upper deck.
Okay. So, more window work. I'll just grab this out of here.
I wish they wouldn't put screws loose in a bag like that,
Yeah.
because they'll so easily could fall out on the floor, you not realise. And you're
it's
like,
because
"Where's the screws?"
they've heard you say you've never lost a screw yet, Mark.
No, I haven't.
They're raising the bar and they're going, right, we'll get him. We'll make sure these screws are easily lost.
Yeah, several times with Routmaster that's not happened.
Okay.
Okay, Horlicks. So parts check. 95A is the right wall framework.
Lovely. Again, metal.
Yeah. 95B is a window bar.
Where are we? Here. There
Yeah.
we go.
Okay. 95C is a winder.
Yeah, that's in there.
Yeah. 95D is window frame.
That's that
That's
one.
the one. 95E is sliding window pane.
There's another one of them.
95F is a window pane.
Okay, so we've got
The smaller,
three.
clear one.
The smaller one. Okay, so that
Yeah.
would be
That one, yeah.
this one here.
Yeah. 95G is window pane, and that's the one with the curve in it.
Ah. Okay, and what's the word for that one, Penny? Is that the same word?
It's called. No, I think the word for curve is concave or convex, depending on which side you're looking at it from.
Yeah.
And
So
then
convex rectangle.
yeah. 95H is window pane.
Okay, that's the larger one.
Okay. And screws check. We should have OP screws. ×5.
We do have 5 of them, and we don't need to keep the labels. I've already got them. I'll just put them in there. Okay.
Next are DP screws. We should have 3 of them.
I do 3.
Next is EM screws ×10.
Yeah. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 11.
Oh.
Wow.
And then the next is FM screws ×3.
Oh, I've just put them EM screws in the wrong thing. 1 second. Good job, I've got a magnetic screwdriver.
Hmm.
That's it. Okay, sorry. Back with it. And FM.
And yeah, FM, you should have 3 of them.
And there is 3. Cool.
Okay. So, step 1. Cut away the mouldings that were used in manufacture from the sliding window pane 95E and the window frame 95E and smooth any rough edges. Any chat, Penny?
Yeah. Did anyone take over the chat while I had to disappear? Or?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, where are we up to then?
Wait.
Tell you what, I'll pick it up from Love Minis. Can you put the cat out? I didn't know it was on fire. Pam Bailey. I'm going to restart my bus from 96 after sticking the figures in with small bits of double-sided sellotape and leave the side bits till 103. Pretty much what I did yesterday, except I didn't get as far as... I did the roof. I didn't do the top of the roof, did I?
No.
The LEDs.
No.
I put my light units onto my roof of top deck as soon as they arrived. Probably not a bad thing to do, actually. The reason you don't put the roof on in 96 is that you have to put the 3 of the red frames on first. Was that issue 99, wasn't it? You have to put 3 extra bits up. Excuse me, I've got hiccups. I do apologize.
Yeah, you got support frames for the roof.
That should have been built a layout in 2 days. They track bases, the layout fit on. The red framing fits on top of the roof, and light units fit into the slots, and frames fit into the slot that taps go into. It shows better in pictures. Hope that makes you less confused than you were last night. Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, I've been reading the magazines anyway. I don't know about you, Horlicks. Have you been preparing for those issues?
No,
you're not behind, are you?
I'm going to do it. Obviously, the only thing I learned last night is that we need to get the figures in for 96. So
yeah,
that's what I'm going to do at the end of this
Right.
show. Last thing.
Brilliant. Hope we start to have Zoom chats again. It's easier to talk to people rather than type messages. Do you guys want to respond to that one?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to do. I don't think I did many of the public ones actually because of other
No, I
commitments.
know there was a reason they stopped, but I can't remember what the reason was.
The reason they stopped was because obviously the Routmaster show coming to an end.
Yeah.
Right.
But we do have a Spitfire Zoom every month, once every month.
Right. So there we go. So they haven't really stopped. They're just not as frequent.
Mm.
Love minis. How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh? 10 tickles. Yeah, I know that's terrible. Isn't it? Pam says easier. It's very difficult to type if you're dyslexic, as get things wrong after a while. It's okay. We say we're not judgmental here. I will confess sometimes I just need to slow down a little bit and think about what you mean. But generally, as you can see, I'm not having too many problems.
Okay, step 2, Horlicks.
Yes.
Okay, so fit the ridges on the ends of the sliding window pane 95E into the grooves of the window frames 95D. The metal edge of part 95E should be at the top.
Okay. So let's see how this one fits. That's the wrong way. Yeah, that's a nice fit, that one.
Okay. So step 3, take the assembly 93A, 93B from the previous issue and fit the window frame 95D with sliding window pane 95E into the right wall framework 93B. Fix in place with 2 DP screws.
Okay, so this is the bit we worked on just now.
Yeah.
And this will be the other section that we left free there. So let's take this out for the moment just to see what the fit's like. Oh, perfect. No problems with that at all.
You know what? I had 10 yogurts last night. I was mullered.
Oh no. See, this is what happens when we get people like Chris Campling and Love Minis on the stream. It's spreading.
Okay, so that's that in place.
Is it a nice fit?
Yeah, really good fit.
Okay.
And
Sorry, I couldn't resist that one.
That's all right. Did I tell you I had to contact the doctor yesterday?
oh no.
Yeah, I got a problem with my ear. He said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Yeah, I'm definite."
Adrian, could you just put the instructions up for a sec? This stage. Why does it show the end window in place? Can you, everybody else, see what I'm seeing?
This one?
Yeah.
It is in.
Oh, it's in. Sorry. I'm blind.
Yeah, that's the first stage we did. Oh,
You know what, Alex, your window's that clean, it doesn't look like it's there.
Did you not know he's Mr. OCD?
Oh, yeah. I found that when we were doing the Terminator in lockdown.
Oh,
But I also share Horlicks' love for electrical tape.
yes.
I cannot be without electrical tape.
It is good fun stuff.
I've got myself a nice jumbo roll of it. This one's nearly run out.
Oh no. Will you have a funeral when it finishes?
No.
I'm very tempted. They've got some decorators masking tape in B&Q. It's got damaged boxes, so they've reduced it. It's like 20 quid down to about a tenner, and it's like 30 rolls in a box. And I'm like, yeah, I'm really tempted, but it's 50 mil wide. And I thought, well, I could just cut that into 5 strips, couldn't I?
Okay, so I'm struggling with this one. Doesn't want to go in. So what I'm going to do is just undo this other side again. And remove that and see what's going on. It's just slightly missing the thread, so I'm going to have to.
Somebody purring in the background.
It's my cat.
Oh, bless.
Any chat, Penny?
Yes. When is the next Spitfire Zoom chat meeting?
It's not next Thursday. It's the Thursday after.
Okay. Should we, do you think it might be a good idea perhaps to put that onto our little spreadsheet and then we could mention it on the catch up, the schedules?
Yeah.
Can you do that, Adrian?
Yeah, I'll look into it.
Thank you. You see, technical director.
He will consider doing it.
Yeah.
So this is a technical joke. It's quite good, actually. P40F20. Why should you never buy a Tate's brand compass? Because he who hesitates is lost.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Right, that is now in. That was a little bit of a struggle.
Yeah.
I started with this screw. This one wouldn't then go in, so I undid that one, and then I put that one in first. Then that one went in.
Okay. Okay, so step 4 is fit the window pane 95F into the inside of the right wall framework 93B so that it slightly overlaps a sliding window 95E. Fix it in place with 4 OP screws which are fixed through into the frame.
Okay. So that's this piece.
Yes.
And then
By the time you get these windows, you start to become quite a bit of a master at it, really.
yeah, that's that into place, and I'm going to start them off.
I was listening to the radio earlier in the car, and they were on about things that appear just when Christmas is on about, and they said they're probably defrosting Michael Bublé right now.
Yeah. But we used to say that I've forgotten who it is now, Cliff Richard. They stick him in deep frost and then they defrost him for Christmas to bring out a Christmas bingo.
Yeah.
And then they freeze him again and then they bring him out for Wimbledon and then he goes back in the freezer.
Yeah.
He does. He looks about 20, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, dear. And all the rubbish CDs that come out at Christmas that you've never heard of.
Yes.
Okay, so I've got them all started. I'm going to just tighten them up.
That'll be the next Zoom one will be the 5th of November then.
That used to be my nan's birthday. Remember your nan's birthday.
Well, it's not on next week. I'm off working next week and I'm back to work on the 3rd, which is the Tuesday.
Right, we might consider doing it next week. Oh no, because Horlicks is streaming next week. Right, might have to be the week after the 5th of November. Horlicks, is that bowing slightly?
That is bowing, yeah.
Dave?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. If it's
bowing.
bowing. Okay. If it's bowing, it could be that you have it the wrong way around, or it could be that it needs filing off slightly.
And so try taking it off and put it the other way around.
You see the silver edge at the top.
It's the
Yeah,
panel.
no, that bit's all right. It's the actual main window.
It's the main window, is it?
Yeah, where
Yeah.
the 4 screw holes are.
Right. Okay. Have you got a very tiny round file?
Yes, I do actually.
Okay. So you might have to take the window off then and round file all 4 holes very, very carefully.
I've never had this happen to me.
I have.
You have, right. Well, that's why I said, Dave, say, hey, help.
Yeah, I have.
Okay, so let's have a go at, so if you've got any windows that are bowing, it's the first one I've come across that's been that bad.
I mean, I could see there was quite considerable bow on that window.
Yeah.
It's in November, though, there'll be more displays this year, so I can't see it.
I would have thought, Horlicks, that two holes at one side would do it if you slightly elongated them holes.
Okay.
Right. I think admins will have a chat about that Zoom chat. Been on the 5th of November.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't go out anyway because of my asthma.
Yeah, but I think a lot of displays are getting cancelled. And even then, they're usually on the Saturday anyway, so.
Yeah, but isn't it allowed if it's outdoors? All you have to do is socially distance.
Yeah, but I think there's a lot of them that the councils are not allowing it. I know they are up here.
So yeah, I've just got my little needle file out and I'm just trying to carefully make these holes a little bit bigger. So, should we see if that's enough?
You can do, yeah.
Actually, a bit of time. I'm just going to give the other side a quick going over as well, just to.
Okay, while you're doing that, is there any chat, Penny?
There is loads. So, I had same problem with the windows not sliding, so filed the grooves in the windows so they sailed down easier. I thought was tonight and couldn't find the link. Might be idea to put on the Routmaster group as well as the Spitfire. I also filed ridges of red frames so fitted better.
Yeah.
We not got a car hair, just a very tired rescue. Oh, cat, sorry. We not got a cat hair, just a very tired rescue Yorkie called Pascal, who was asleep in his travelling box. And we rescued him after. Oh, we rescued him after he got lost in the heavy storms, heavy snow in South Wales in December 2010. Which is funny because I actually just seen a post that someone had posted on Facebook. It's about the Araf. Don't know if you've ever heard of an Araf.
No.
Yeah.
It's actually a Welsh deer-like animal that lives in the undergrowth near the road signs. And when you drive through Wales, you will see the warning signs because they write on the road "slow araf." I did like that. It's nice. It's nice to have a little local story to wind up the tourists. I remember. Have you heard the story about the haggis?
No.
No.
Oh, it's a really good story. So the haggis is a little creature that lives on the mountains, and what happens is it's got one side of its legs longer than the other, so that it can run around the mountains. And so the reason you don't see many at the bottom of the mountains is because obviously the distance around the mountain is a lot greater at the bottom than it is at the top.
Yeah.
So you don't get so many at the bottom because they only run one way. And also it's either the females have got shorter left legs and the males have got shorter right legs, or the other way round. So they can obviously only meet when they come across another haggis of the opposite sex. And the way that you catch the haggis, you actually have to persuade the animal to run the wrong way around the mountain, and it's actually off balance. And it's the only way you can catch them because they're extremely fast. So I read that in a butcher's shop window in Scotland. That really did tickle me. But that's how to catch a haggis. There's another story about the haggis, but I prefer that story. Oh, someone's just reminded me of a joke. What does the doctor eat with spaghetti? Dalek bread. And he's not happy. His lady friend at favourite cafe, the kiosk at Holywell, Eastbourne, was not there.
Oh dear.
The cafe has a sign outside which says "Dogs welcome" with well-behaved owners. I like things like that.
Yeah.
There was a sign I saw in a pub, and it said, "Husband crash, leave your husband here while you go shopping." Oh, that's a sad one. So, yeah, we think he escaped from a puppy farm. They're terrible things, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, yeah.
How are we doing, Horlicks?
I'm still sanding
We are sanding.
because I'm just doing it little by little because I don't want to take too much off. And I'll just keep test fitting. I can see the problem, right? Yeah, the holes aren't quite in the right place. So by elongating those holes.
So myself and Mark are both sitting here going, we got lucky there.
Yeah, definitely.
Has anybody else had that problem?
Yes, I have.
Oh,
I was lucky. I didn't have that problem.
And I bet when it went on, you went, "Oh, why?
Yeah.
What should have been 4 screws has just turned into half an hour's work."
Yes.
Right. Let's see how that looks. Not as bad.
Well, is it something you might want to just perfect off stream, Horlicks?
Yeah, I think so. I'm just going to do one more thing and flip this over. But yeah, I think so. It might be a case of because this won't be attached yet, so I can.
No, I'm just thinking because I know you're not going to be happy with it unless it's 100% right. Maybe it's something you can just work on off stream.
Yeah. I'm just going to try it this way round now. Right. Okay, so
See, when I was doing my windows, I was so careful of the screwdriver not slipping and scratching the windows.
there we go. Yeah, it's still bowing a little bit, but I shall. All I need to do is it sand these holes here. It's a lot better than it was. It's getting better because before you could see it, you know,
Yeah.
from this end to this, and now it's just this bit. So I think it's probably this top hole I need to work on, rather
Right.
than both. I think the bottom's flat now, but it's just this hole here.
Yeah.
So I'll work on that later on. But apart from that, that's a lot better than it was, and I'm happy with that.
Okay. These things happen.
Okay.
Okay, so moving on now to step 5. Fit the window pane 95H into the right wall framework 95A. Fix in place with 4 EM screws.
Okay, so we're on here. This one.
Yeah.
Nice and easy. Holes line up. EM.
Yesterday, I saw a guy spill all his Scrabble letters on the road.
A guy doing what, sorry?
He spilled all his Scrabble letters on the road.
Okay.
Asked him what's the word on the street.
Okie doke. I'm just going to tighten these up. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's him.
Okay. So step 6 then is fit window pane 95G into the inside of the right wall framework 95A. Fix in place with 4 EM screws.
Okay, so that's this one. Just follow the shape of the frame, which is self-explanatory, and then 4 EM. So one opposite corner.
You see, these days I don't trust stairs.
Do you not?
No, because they're always up to something.
Oh. You know what? I thought, yeah, really? And then he went, yeah, I just thought, no, we've fallen for something there.
Why do graveyards look overcrowded? Because people are dying to get in.
Yeah. I always, every time I go past a cemetery, I'll always say to someone, I go, that's
I didn't do it there.
one of the best cemeteries in the country, that. And they're like, really? I'm like, yeah, people are dying to get in.
Every time I think of this, I'll say I'm dying for a ride in one of them.
Yeah. I also say to people, I say, do you know that's the dead center of whatever town we're in.
Yeah.
Mm. Wow, that rear end's really looking nice now with that curve,
Yeah.
the iconic curve.
Brilliant.
Okay,
Yeah.
Horlicks.
We're in.
So step 7. Check the fit of the wall framework 95A against part 93B, keeping the parts supported, fixed together with 2 FM screws.
Okay. So, yeah, again, nice fit.
Why are pirates called pirates?
Because they are.
Yeah, got it.
Any chat, Penny?
Yeah, loads. So Andrew's dog, we think, escaped from a puppy farm, and where he was a stud dog. It's very pretty for a boy. As a result, a lot of people think he's a girl dog. And how do you make a tissue dance? You put a little boogie in it. And Andrew's dog has a good home now.
Yeah.
We have non-existent bus in Eastbourne, Seaford, and District have not put notices on their bus stops. So the tourist bus is finished until March.
Yeah, it's a bit sad, isn't it?
Yeah. They wait for ages for a bus that's not running unless someone tells them that if you want tourist bus, you have to wait till March. That must be brilliant. I used to love it when you were the last bus on a Sunday and they go, when's the next bus? 5:30 tomorrow. But it must be so much better when people go, when's the next bus? March.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. You can get an overall sense of how long the upper deck is, Horlicks.
Yeah.
same length as the bottom, isn't it? Or bottom of the bus.
Well,
yes, I know. You're going to get technical now, aren't you? You go, well,
not really, because if you take out the rear platform, this is a longer. It would be a longer. Well, on one side anyway.
yeah.
Okay. So step 8 then is fit the window winder 95C into the socket in the window bar 95B. This is a push fit connection.
Okay.
No, it's not.
So, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to test fit this, and then I'm going to use a bit of glue. We know which way round that it goes now. So, the flat edge away from you, hole on the top left. That is, again, really loose fit. So, out comes the glue.
The glue.
The glue. The super glue gel.
Oh.
I'm going to put a little bit, a pokey bit.
Sorry, someone just sent me his message. It says Christmas tip. Wrap empty boxes and put them under the tree. Every time your child acts up, throw one in the fireplace.
Oh,
But then someone's responded and says, well, what if I run out of kids?
Yeah. The old one.
okay.
Okay. And then step 9 is fit the window bar 95B across the 4th window opening in the right side wall 85C. Hold in place with a little tack tape if necessary.
Awesome super glue.
Or super glue.
Which is what I'm up to. So,
I waited all night to see where the sun would rise. And then it dawned on me.
Oh,
Again, perfect fit there. So I'm going to go ahead and glue.
Okay.
And put a little bit on the top. There we go.
Okay, and that is the completed work and finished views.
Ooh. Okay, so we've got 2 bits of frame. The other one is on my shelf, which I won't get down now. But then we've got this one. We got a sort of rough idea of how it's going to look.
what I like, it's got these little notches in to line up. It's like little flattened bits on the back, and it just fits so nice.
Yeah, it does
Oh,
feel
yeah.
really nice. I can't wait to start getting this frame on. I really can't.
And Andrew says your bus looks good, Horlicks.
Thank you very much.
And P40, another fine bit of masterwork from Horlicks.
Mm,
And you know when P40 gives you a compliment, you've earned it.
yeah.
No, thank you very much. And you know what? Looking at this window, you know that window is bowed out.
Yeah.
I don't actually think I need to bother with that now,
Good.
because where the window bar is and the and the plastic frame underneath
Yeah.
is pushing it back flat.
Yeah.
So I'm more than happy with that. You can't see it's bowed from the outside, so I'm not going to try and fix what's not broken, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I've undone them screws about 4 times, and I don't want to wear the plastic out, and then I could end up having to glue it in. I
Yeah.
mean, I could have actually glued it in, but then you worry about the plastic clouding over, don't you? So
Yeah, you do.
And for anybody who didn't tune in last night, coming in next week's issue is we're continuing work on the framework for the outer wall of the upper deck. And if you can't wait and you want to see it now, head over to Penny's channel where you can view it.
Or Mark's channel. Where Mark
Yeah,
did ages
bit
ago.
advertising there for you, Penny.
So yeah, obviously that is going to be a massive issue, isn't it? And obviously we've seen by last night on Penny's channel, and yeah, what's involved is just absolutely mad. Especially as Penny said, she's been away from the build for a little while, and to come back to that sort of issue, wow. So the final thing I'd like to do before we let people go is I would like to get my figures in, not in this because this is the top deck. I need to put this away. I'd like to get my figures in that I need to ready for that stage.
Okay. Any chat, Penny?
Just a little tiny bit. You do know that if you put a little bit of super glue on plastic bag, like the screws come in, it won't go off quite a while and pick up the glue off for the bag with a cut. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, if you squirt some super glue into a sealable bag, it will keep it fresh for a bit longer.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, I never thought of that one. As I started to read that, I was thinking of CSI.
Yeah.
Maybe if you put a bit of super glue in your bag and then just pop it near your window, you can see who's been interfering with your bus.
Yeah.
But sadly not.
This is the bus from the top.
Wow.
There we go. And yeah, I want to get some of the figures in. So we've got the football fan.
Yay. Come on, Arsenal.
We've got, oh God, I can't remember her name. Mrs.
Do you know, I was going to say, can anyone remember the name?
Oh, Miss
Small bridge.
Small Bones, is it?
Yes, something like that.
Oh God, if it be bad though, it was like an iconic name, wasn't it? I think it's Miss Smallbone or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've obviously got the 60s girl. Now, this will go in later on.
It's recommending that she goes on the bottom, holding on to one of the poles
Yeah.
as though she's leaving the bus, with Mrs. Smallbones and the football fan on the bottom deck. We kind of talked about this before the screen, didn't we?
Yeah.
My opinion is I would like the old lady on the little bench seat on the driver's side of the bus, the offside, because I think she wants to sit there and watch everybody get on and off the bus so that she can judge them in her head. If she's got that kind of a look. She's already got that disgusted look because the football fan is sitting right opposite her and she does not approve of this shenanigans with the football.
Yeah.
It should never have been hosted in this country. Why can't they take it to another country, the World Cup finals, where it belongs? Don't want it on our doorstep. That's how I kind of see the three.
I've got the opposite way around. I've got Twiggy as she's walking, she's just getting on the bus and she's walking down to the front to look at the seat. The footballers on the driver's side, so looking down at that, and the old ladies on the other side and looking at the footballer saying, "You dirty old man, but stop looking at that silly."
Yeah.
But I think it's easier if you just create a little backstory for each of your figures. It kind of helps you place them, doesn't it? What are they doing? Who are they? What are they? What are they doing on that bus?
He's sort of eyeing the bird up.
And this is actually the first time I've obviously had these out, and I must say they're really good quality, aren't they? They're really heavy, I think.
But if you put him on, you put him on like the driver's side, you put the girl on the yellow piece, look as though he's looking at her.
So I was sort of, what I was thinking was, I was going to maybe steal Dave's idea. I was thinking, I'll put the football hooligan somewhere like
There, yeah.
Mind you, his bum doesn't sit quite flush on the seat, so I'm not quite sure I'm
Yeah.
going to put glue on that. So I'm thinking something along those lines.
Yeah.
This is Small Bones on this side,
Yeah.
looking at him,
Because he's eyeing the girl up.
who's perving at her
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going the other way.
this way.
No, that way, yeah. That's it.
Yeah, having a bit of it. Yeah.
Well, I've got him walking down the bus, so he's looking at the backside and he's just walking down the bus.
Yeah, so I think she can go on there when she'll be holding on to. Let's get a pole just to have a play. Don't know if it's the right way.
You're
It's
playing with your polar, are you, Horlicks?
yeah, so she's standing there. Yeah, he's having a good old look at her, and she's disgusted, thinking, "What are you looking at, you dirty old man?"
Ah, I like that.
Same story as mine, Horlicks.
Yeah.
But I've got the girl going down the bus and she's looking for the history, so he's looking at her on my back end.
So I think that's what I'm going to go with for the bottom. I like that. So I need to glue them in. I'm happy with that. So she fits really nicely on the chair. Really nicely. This one not so good. So I'm wondering if he's actually really meant to be designed for. No, because the flag doesn't fit. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get a good.
So I go on his bum.
his bum isn't quite on the seat, if that makes sense.
I can put some super glue around the bottom end of him.
Probably won't be able to see.
I think you've got to work out, Horlicks, where he
Good point.
actually touches the seat, if you know what I mean, so that you know where to glue him.
Right, cocktail stick at the rescue. Let's put a cocktail stick up its bottom. If I stick it through there, yeah, it's right at the back. Right at the back.
I can't remember whether does he shoot at the floor, you know?
Pardon?
Does he feet sit on the floor? I can't remember where I put some super glue on his bottom of his floor.
Feet on the floor, yeah.
His heels. Such a
One
long
takes off the floor.
Such a long tape as I put him in.
Okay. I think I know what I'm going to do. Oh, let me move you back up. And move the camera back round. So, this foot here is off the ground slightly. But I'm going to glue his foot on there because that foot is touching. So I'm going to put a double glue on the bottom of his foot and then right at the back. So it's fine. Just on that bit there. Yeah.
In the magazine, I'm just having a look now, it's actually got him pictured at the other side of the seat.
What, here?
Right at the end near the back. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's where they've got it pictured in the magazine.
Oh, I see. So,
Once you got the super glue on, it'll stick anyway. Once you get the super glue in the right place.
yeah. I'm just thinking, yeah, because if I go with that, if I put him there, he's not really looking at her unless I move her down here. But then I think it's too crowded. There's too many people here. So I think I'm going to go with that there.
Don't forget social distancing, Horlicks.
Yeah.
Put a mask on.
Her eyes are looking. Yeah.
Everyone's thought of doing that. Masks and things on the bus.
Yeah.
There you go. You could put a see, that's the catch-22 there, isn't it? You could put a mask on the old lady, and she's disgusted because the football fan hasn't got a mask on. But if she's got a mask on, you can't see her disgusted face.
Right. I'm going to go in with the glue.
I think you've made the right decision there, Alex. I think they look good.
Yeah. No, they do look fantastic there. There's an awful lot of activity for the amount of figures there, isn't there?
It's telling a story, isn't it?
Yeah.
Any chat, Pennywell, Horlicks?
Loads. So the glue trick was told to Andrew by a chap from the MRC who comes from Richmond in Yorkshire at a model railway exhibition. And he's also correct that she is Mrs. Dorothy Smallbone, who is a retired clippy who rides the 11 to see her friends. And then Loveman, he says, what do you call a cheese that isn't yours? Nacho cheese. And he says, I don't have a FIFA World Cup gold medal. However, do have an ICC World Cup gold medal, an invite to meet the Queen from 1999, when was one of the official cricket scorers for the tournament. Was that the year that England won the cricket and the rugby in the same year? Answers on a postcard. I'm going to use a very small bit of double-sided sellotape to put the figures in. Love Mini says, Horlicks, good grief, just put him in somewhere. And then P40, once the lower deck is all finished with the ceiling on, you won't be able to tell if he is not firmly planted on the bench. Yeah, I think if you're gonna have any of the sticky whatever showing, just make sure it's as little as possible. You probably won't see it.
Yeah.
Okay, he's stuck.
And I think with these figures, it's a little bit like garnish on a meal. Less really can be more if it's good garnish.
I like the way she fits on as well. It's perfect. Right, she's going to go there. Just going to hold her in place for a moment. She's not quite wanting to go, so I need to put some more. Penny's chuckling away. What do you think?
I've just seen something that's funny, but it's unfortunate. It's from a site that I really can't I can't share. It's rather rude. So don't forget, in 1966, Corona was a soft drink, not a virus. I don't think you'll get 10p off a bottle of virus.
Goodbye.
Right, there you go.
Yeah.
So they are glued in. And that is sort of what we're looking at.
Wow. That's brilliant.
That's really good. That looks so. There's such a story going on there, isn't there?
Yeah.
With just 3 figures.
Yeah, they're sticking. So once that's fully dried, they shouldn't move anywhere. And then obviously we'll have to put her in when we come to do the grab poles.
Yeah. Are you gluing a hand to the pole?
I think I probably will, yeah.
Yeah.
And her 1 foot, well, and the feet. I've noticed I can get her this foot glued and then the tip of this one.
Right. See, it says possibly to tie her wrist to the pole.
Yeah.
That's a bit 50 Shades of Grey, isn't it?
Yeah, I can see the contact point is more comfortable just behind her fingers. You can't see, sorry. Just behind her fingers here. You see that? So I'm probably going to put a little bit of glue behind there. And it's just going to stop her from moving. You know, it's not going to be bashed about or anything. So,
yeah.
And then if she ends up on the floor in time, we can just change the story and she had a good night out and she's having a sleep or something.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put her back in her plastic for a later issue. So please someone remind me in case we forget them. I'm sure I won't.
Yeah.
To doing these polls. I will need to. Yeah, I'm really happy with that.
But doing this, Horlicks, brings you pretty much more in line with Penny, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
So my next issue is what Penny tackled last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good job! I saw that actually. There's my poll.
Yeah, you need your pearls, don't you?
I thought that was in the cupboard, but it's taped on here. So yeah, there we go. That is it from me and the build today. So I'm glad I got that done. Well, not too bad. Just short of 2 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, that was okay.
So I can now put this sort of back together to a fashion. And yeah. So
okay. I was going to say, if there's any chat, we'll get some chat brought up if you like.
Yeah. Okay. So England, right. So Australia won the Cricket World Cup in '99. England won the World Cup in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
England ladies cricket team may have won the World Cup about the same time. And yeah, I know they're pretty good actually, aren't they? Tie her wrist to the pole. Oh my gosh.
I could get some handcuffs.
Yeah. You're taking this too far now, Horlicks. Christine says, great show tonight, Horlicks.
Yeah, I agree.
The mag says to put a piece of wire or cotton around the pole.
Yeah, to tie her on, yeah.
And you use a bit of thin wire for modelling. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I actually glued, with a little bit of glue on her palm, I glued her hand to the rail and her feet to the floor.
That's what I did.
That's what you did, is it, Dave? Yeah. So it was easier than messing around. So I wondered if Horlicks, if I could steal the screen for a minute.
Yeah, of course you can.
Just to give somebody a thank you. I don't know whether she's actually on here tonight. But I'll just go, yeah, that's it. Thank you, whoever, give me the screen. So today I received a parcel, and in the parcel was this off my wish list. So wonderful, absolute wonderful tin size.
I was going to get you that for Christmas, and someone's beaten me to it.
Yeah, somebody's brought it off my wish list, so thank you ever so much. And also, so many parcels in the last few days, it's unbelievable. Now received this, which is a London souvenir keyring of the Olympics. But can you see there's a Routmaster in there?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I received that today, and then I received this parcel too, and I think you already know that I have actually got one of these, but I wanted one on my wish list so I could put it away for display purposes, and that is another brand new Routmaster mug.
Oh.
So, so that was on my wish list too, and to prove I've got two, there's the other one.
So if you hate Spitfires and you hate buses, do not go around days for a cup of tea.
Well, this one's going away for display purposes, because obviously it's absolutely brand new and not used. And the one I bought myself, in actual fact, it's made by a company called Half a Donkey.
half a donkey.
Yeah, half a donkey, and they're exclusive as well. So, and I don't think there's any more around. So it looks like I've got the only two that they ever made. So it's absolutely brilliant. And then a couple of days ago, this,
Oh, lovely.
which is a 12-inch Lazy Susan.
Fantastic.
So you see how thin it is, look, and you can see it spinning, and obviously the bottom isn't spinning. So I've got a huge thank you to say to Werner Bearwain. So thank you ever so much. I really am pleased that you've been able to do that for me. Thank you ever so much, Werner Bearwain. I am overwhelmed. I am really. Thank you. And as I said, this mug will be put away for display purposes, and the keyring will be used for display, and the tin sand will be used for display as well. So, and I've also added your name to my supporters who's been supporting me. So thank you ever so much. Very much appreciated, and lots of love. Thank you.
And while we're on the subject, have you read that book on weathering yet?
No, not yet. No, I haven't yet, Horlicks, and I've obviously got a big thank you to say for that, and I think I did.
You did already.
If I didn't thank you, I do thank you, but I have to show people. So the book that Horlicks nicely bought me on weathering was weathering. It was like weathering trains mostly, and buildings and things like that. And it's going to come in really useful for me at Horlicks because I'm going to be doing a diorama. I think a long time ago I showed you a model bus which was about 12 inches long, I think it was. And I want to build a diorama around it. And my idea was that I want to build this diorama so that it's like a display I can take on its own, if you know what I mean. So I want now to rough, I want now to paint all green slime and all, make a tree so that there's half a fallen tree on this bus and things like that. And that book looks really the part that I need. Yeah, so thank you ever so much.
Nice.
So it'll be the first bit of diorama that I've ever made, and as I say, I want to make it, and I will make a video of it and everything. I'll make a video of when I do start it. And it's going to be
really good because I like to watch people who go from I can't do this, I'm just going to give it a go though, to one of the best ever.
Yeah, well, this model bus, I actually bought it cheap, and it was one of the Sunstar range, the 1/24th scale, Bedford OBs, the Bedford OB coach, and it's got rather a few bits missing and a few scratches and what have you, and it's just too far gone to restore. So I thought, well, the next best thing to do with it is to build a diorama of it being all dilapidated and perhaps in like a corner of a field or something, with a couple of trees, like a half fallen shed over it, and a few tires knocking around, and all that. A proper barn find in the middle of a field, old bus that you would find, so maybe somebody had been living in it sometimes, and that sort of thing. So, but I want to make it all rusty and relicy, and
I can help you with the rust, but the rest I'm not so knowledgeable on.
Yeah, well, a bit like Kevin Sylvester, I want to dint a lot of the panels in, and
he's the one for that.
Break some of the windows so that it looks like it's got broken windows, and all that carry on. And I think it'll look just lovely. I really do. So it's something I can do with this model that was ever so cheap, that would cost me an awful lot more to restore it than it would to actually, make it into a diorama of a rusty, rotten, forgotten bus in the corner of somebody's field. So that's the idea behind it, and I want to try and get on with it pretty much after the buses, when we finish these buses.
Yeah.
Now we're on the subject of buses, and I will bring this up in my next update. I'll just quickly pinch the screen again, if I may.
Yeah, there you go.
And thank you. And I actually saw this on eBay, and this is. Does anybody know what this is? So
56A route.
yeah, Hull, Longill Estate, Fleet Estate, and Asda.
Is that the route? Is that your local bus route when you were a kid?
No, this is the bus route that this East Yorkshire Routemaster was on in 1988.
Wow.
So this is it's a service and a timetable, and on the reverse it's got all the times and everything and where it'll be. And as you can see, it's an old bus, and it's a proper time.
Got a Lady Clippy on the back as well.
Yes, it has. Yeah. It's a proper time.
So that look really nice displayed with your bus then.
Yes, it will. Yes.
Yeah.
And they haven't quite got the colours right on the front of the cover, but it's nearly there.
Do they?
But that's an original one, and I actually have two of these. So I am really, really pleased about that. So yeah, so that'll go with this bus behind me, the East Yorkshire bus. And when in 1988, when I went round Hull with my dad, we actually got one of these and we lost it. But now I've got a couple. So yeah. I was rather lucky to find them on eBay, rather cheaply as well.
Brilliant. No, that would be a really nice addition to display with it, and
yeah.
Really good. Okay then, so thanks for that, and I look forward to seeing progress on the on your next project.
Yeah.
So we'll go through. If I can just ask Penny to go through the last of the chat, and then
I might repeat stuff because I can't remember exactly where we were. So the mag says put a piece of wire or cotton around the pole on the twiggy hand.
Yeah.
Use a bit of thin wire for modelling. Secure your figures with Woodland Scenics foam tack glue. Woodland Scenic. I don't know about the glue, but I know Woodland Scenics do some absolutely wonderful products, really top-notch stuff.
They do, yeah.
Or fuse wire.
Yeah.
Yorkshire Crafter says great show.
Thank you.
Wayne, thumbs up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you there. Love Louise, Pussycat.
Where are you?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Wild Swan do a very good book on weathering by Martin Welsh. You get it online on the Titfield Thunderbolt bookshop.
Right. Okay, thank you.
Okay. I don't have a base for my bus. It lives in a clear plastic box, which is upside down. So the lid is at the bottom. So when you take the top off, the wheel's locked into the grooves. I know just the ones you're talking about. Those undead boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think everyone owns at least one now, don't they, in the world?
Yeah.
They're more popular than the Fleetwood Mac LP.
Yeah.
So it's a timetable and route.
Yeah.
Great show tonight, Dream Team.
Thank you.
Pascal came out of his box now and is eating his chicken. Oh, he's a lucky thing. Lives better than me. But you know what? I think a lot of animals do, though, don't they? I
Yeah,
bet, Dave, if you were short of money and someone had to go hungry in the house, I bet it's not your dogs, is it?
that's right. Yeah, it would definitely be us. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'd definitely think about the dogs more than anything else. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Right, so we've been live for 2 hours 10 minutes. I better let everyone
That's quite
enjoy
short
the
for
rest
us,
of
isn't it, Horlicks?
Yeah, it's quite well, yeah,
Part
normally.
time.
But we did get a lot crammed in, and I'm really pleased with what I've achieved this evening. So that's 2 issues done and some figures glued in. So yeah, really happy with tonight. Thank you all for being here with me tonight. And yeah, I'll go through and we can all say our goodbyes. Unless
Okay.
anyone got anything to bring up on the end of this show today.
No.
No, cool.
Nope.
So I will go in reverse order this time. So first up is Geordie Dave. Again, thank you for coming on. First time on my stream, and
Yes.
it's been a pleasure to have you. And yeah, we'll have to have a little bit of a bus update for the benefit of my viewers at some point when we've got not quite so much going on in the build.
Thanks for having me on, Horlicks. And good night, everybody.
Lovely. No worries. You're more than welcome. We've got Adrian. Thank you for doing all the instructions and keeping everything ticking along in the background.
Certainly.
It just we take it for granted, really, don't we? Because like it's quite complicated. It's not complicated, but trying to do everything and change all the views and that, it's all done automatically, and Adrian's to thank for that. So
Yes.
thank you very much.
Certainly.
And we've got Penny.
So thank you for having me on tonight. It's really exciting that you're catching up. I remember when I was really trying to push you to get into the Routmaster, and you finally caved, and you were like, well, I'm so far behind. And it's like, but now you are so close to catching up.
Yes, not long. And I reckon, yeah, 96 is going to be, well, like you, ahead of an issue, but I'm probably going to do similar routes to you last night and leave some panels off, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it definitely, now I've had a little bit of a look at it, it really makes sense to split 96 into 2 and then leave those side bits off. Because obviously, the way I put the poles on the underneath, I came in through the windows. And obviously, if you're going to put windows on, you've got nothing to go through.
Yeah.
So that definitely makes a lot of sense. And I think that's not the first time we'll have done things out of order, is it?
No. But it's always good to get. That's the joy of having everyone in front now, because we get these tips, and it helps us, have a smoother build at the end of the day. So, yeah, really good. Okay, we've got those hobbies.
So thanks for joining us tonight, and thanks for letting me come on, Horlicks. And it's been a pleasure to help you as always. And we're soon catching up to Penny now. Just one issue away, really. Well, half an issue, aren't you? So
yeah,
half an issue, I suppose. Yeah. So by the next issue, you should be neck and neck, really, shouldn't you? So and that'd be brilliant if he was. And then maybe that's a case for a Penny and Horlicks double show, or something like that. Or if you just want to go separate ways or something, one on one night, one on the next night, or something like that.
61 half a dozen as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
If we do a double show, then obviously that's great. But if I do a show and Horlicks does a show, it gets more YouTube minutes for people to view.
That's true.
So, sometimes I may not come across in a way that some people can understand.
Yeah.
And sometimes Horlicks may not come across in a way people can understand. So if everybody watched mine and Horlicks and Mark's and everyone else who does it,
Yeah.
there's an awful lot of coverage for each issue.
Of course it is. Yeah.
Good for the viewer, isn't it?
It's a lot better. Yeah. Yeah. Of course it is. Anyway, that's me done for tonight. So thanks and good night.
Lovely, thank you. And then last of all, we've got Mark. So yeah, again, thank you for doing the instructions, you and Dave, and yeah, thank you for coming on.
Mike.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I forgot it was muted.
This is what you see.
That's all right. I wouldn't be a show without a technical hitch, so it's all good.
Oh no. Yeah, so thank you for having me on, Horlicks. You're more than welcome. Yeah, I really enjoyed tonight, and yeah, you're catching up with Penny, which is amazing. So yeah, so it's a good night from me.
Lovely. Thank you very much. So just before we go, there's a couple more bits of chat just to finish up. So we've got Dana Bill's great tonight. Thank you very much. Pam, he says worth. Do you know Ezzy Izzard owns a 1958 VW Beetle and also visits the kiosk?
Wow.
I look forward to you. I look forward to your late night model kit show on Wednesday, Penny. Is that next Wednesday?
Yes, it's a new show that we are trialing for a couple of weeks. It's going to be the late night plastic kit model show, something or another. Can you guess title to be discussed?
Yeah.
It's just a little session that we can all watch, and just pretty much the same format as a diamond painting, except obviously we're doing kits. And then maybe I can ask someone a question, and then they can ask me, how do I do this? And how do you do that? And it's just, we'll see how it goes, and it might be successful. It might not.
Yeah, just to see. No, I'm sure it'll be more than successful.
Well, so long as it's fun, I don't mind how successful it is or not.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, and then we've got Pam again. The tabs on the top deck fit through a slot in the red frames that the roof panels screw to.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. And then last of all, if Penny is going to do a show on Wednesday and then Horlicks on Thursday, might be an idea to move the Zoom chat to another night of the week. Yeah, I mean, I'm only doing Thursday temporarily, so I'm doing tonight and I'm doing next Thursday.
Yeah.
From then it will go back to normal, which is what I initially wanted to do, which would be the Terminator on Friday. So there won't be any Terminator for 2 weeks now, unfortunately. And then obviously the Routmaster on Saturday night. Just because I completely forgot I had plans this weekend and next weekend being Halloween as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not about. So yeah, that's why. So these Thursdays are only temporary, just this week and next week, and then back to normal. So yeah, on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you all for watching and being here. Thank you for the support. Please give me a nice big like. That will really help. I haven't been on for a while. And yeah, see you all on the next stream. Goodbye.
Bye now.
Bye.